Hey there, my fishing friends and fellow anglers. Your favorite YouTube fishing buddy is back with another crucial forecast, and today we are diving deep into what to expect on the water this coming Saturday, October 26th, 2025, across the vast and diverse United States of America. Now, October fishing, especially in its later days, can be an absolute goldmine or a real head-scratcher. But don't you worry, because by the end of this video, you will be armed with all the knowledge to tackle whatever Mother Nature throws our way. I've dug through the data, scouted the trends, and compiled a forecast that will give you the edge. Get ready to discover why this particular Saturday could be an incredibly dynamic day, offering both challenges and incredible opportunities for some trophy catches as fish prepare for the colder months ahead. Stick around, because I am going to share some little tricks that will make all the difference. First up, let's talk about our freshwater champions, the largemouth and smallmouth bass. My friends, late October is arguably one of the finest months for bass across a huge chunk of the country. As water temperatures continue their steady descent from summer highs, these aggressive predators are in full-on feeding mode, chasing down every baitfish they can find. For largemouth, you will want to focus on structure. Think submerged timber, brush piles, the edges of those dying grass beds, and especially the mouths of creeks and coves where schools of shad or other forage are bottlenecking. Pitching jigs, creature baits, or a slow-rolled spinnerbait around cover in depths of 10 to 20 feet or 3 to 6 meters should be your go-to. For our smallmouth enthusiasts, target rocky points, humps, and current breaks. Smaller jerkbaits, tubes, or drop-shot rigs, fished meticulously, can be incredibly effective. The key is to observe baitfish movement. If you see the base will not be far behind. Next, let us shift our attention to walleye. In many regions of the USA, walleye are in a serious pre-winter feeding frenzy right now. This Saturday should be no exception. They are trying to bulk up for the lean winter months, making them highly susceptible to well-presented baits. Look for them on deeper main lake humps, along subtle break lines, and near the mouths of tributary rivers. Jigging with blade baits or vertical jigs, slow trolling with crankbaits, or even drifting live minnows can produce excellent results. Remember, walleye can be finicky, so vary your retrieve and depth until you dial in their preference. They will often be deeper in the daytime, but do not be afraid to hit those shallower flats at dawn or dusk. And for my saltwater family, especially on the Atlantic coast, the striped bass bite is absolutely heating up. October marks peak migration season, and these powerful fish are aggressively feeding on mullet and bunker as they make their way south. You will want to hit the bays, estuaries, and surf zones, particularly near inlets, jetties, and any rocky structures where baitfish tend to get trapped. Large swimming plugs, poppers, or even big soft plastics on heavy jig heads are excellent for covering water and triggering those aggressive strikes. If you can get your hands on some live eels or fresh bunker, they can be absolutely irresistible to larger stripers. The ocean water can often feel warmer than the air in the fall, making for comfortable conditions and very active fish. Now let us get into the nitty-gritty of the conditions for October 26th, 2025. When we look at the broader picture for the USA in late October, we see a wide range of typical weather, but with some consistent trends. Weather overview. Average daytime air temperatures across the country in October can range from around 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius in the cooler northern states to a comfortable 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius in central areas, and even over 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 degrees Celsius in the far south, like Florida. Nights will be noticeably cooler, often dipping to around 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, or even lower in the north. For this Saturday, we can expect a general trend of decreasing temperatures. Atmospheric pressure is a critical factor. Stable high pressure typically means clear skies and a steady bite, but keep an eye out for a falling barometer. A pre-front drop can trigger an incredible feeding frenzy, while rapidly rising pressure after a front can make fish lethargic and shut them down. Wind speed should generally be light to moderate, around 6 to 12 miles per hour or 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. A gentle breeze creating a light chop on the water can be your friend, breaking up direct sunlight and disorienting baitfish, making your lure more appealing. However, strong, cold winds, especially from the northwest, can push fish deeper and slow the bite considerably. Precipitation across the USA in October is typically moderate and scattered, with an average of about 4 rainy days in the month. Showers tend to be brief, so do not let a little drizzle scare you off. A light, steady rain can sometimes even turn on the bite. Water temperature. Across much of the USA, water temperatures in lakes and coastal areas will be steadily dropping this time of year. In many major lakes and rivers, expect temperatures to be in the mid-30s to mid-40s degrees Fahrenheit, or 1 to 7 degrees Celsius. However, warmer coastal regions, such as parts of New York City, might still see temperatures around 62 degrees Fahrenheit or 17 degrees Celsius. This continuous drop is precisely what sparks that intense fall bite, as fish realize winter is coming and need to feed heavily. This temperature change drives fish deeper into more stable zones, but they will readily move shallow to feed, especially on warmer afternoons. Moon phase. For October 26, 2025, the moon will be in its waxing crescent phase. It will be approximately 20 to 23% illuminated and about 4 to 5 days old since the new moon. Now, many anglers swear by the moon's influence. A waxing crescent is often considered a decent time for fishing, as the moon's light slowly increases, potentially stimulating fish activity, especially during dawn and dusk periods when the moon is visible. While not a full moon or new moon, which are often cited as prime times, the building light can still contribute to a steady bite, particularly for nocturnal feeders or those influenced by tidal movements in saltwater. Overall fish activity. Considering all these factors, the general activity of fish in the USA on October 26, 2025 can be described as good to excellent, but with some regional variations and potential challenges from pressure changes. The overarching theme is that fish are actively feeding to prepare for winter. Expect aggressive strikes from many species, but be prepared to adjust your tactics based on localized weather, particularly pressure and wind shifts. The cooling water is driving fish to concentrate and feed heavily, making it a fantastic time to be on the water. This is a day for perseverance and smart adjustments. The rewards can be significant. So, my friends, that is your comprehensive forecast for October 26th, 2025. I hope this helps you plan your attack and puts you on some incredible fish. Remember, fishing is all about adapting, enjoying nature, and making those memories. So, get out there, stay safe, and ni kvusta, ni cheshwi, tight lines, my friends. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for this weekend? What fish are you targeting? And what are your secret weapons for fall fishing? I love hearing from all of you. Until next time, keep those lines wet and those reels singing.